Okay, so NewJeans, right? Before we even hop into that, let's back up. What is it like to just insist on absolutely not being bankable? G Dragon released that gorgeous little light stick that I desperately want and probably will never have. And then within the past, 72 hours or so, the fifth or sixth version of the Big Bang VIP light, which by the way, there were no light sticks until GD came up with it, and Big Bang members didn't even realize that. They announced that bitch and then it sold out immediately. Over it. Like, what is it like? What is it like to just know that everything you touch retails at appropriate and then disappears at inappropriate? Okay, so NewJeans. These women are now relegated to the dungeon and took the initiative to be like, y'all not gonna play with us in these ways, so we're just gonna go ahead and pause activity. I hate what's happening. They had such a stratospheric introduction into the game. I was still in Korea when they debuted, I do believe, and I'm not versed on everything that they've released, but they definitely had a strong following, still do have a strong following, and all of this stuff that's going on with them legally and how limiting it is it's insanely frustrating. These major labels, for the most part, because I'm gonna give you a caveat, for the most part, do not want to relinquish the control of the old days, and the tables have turned to be something totally different now. The only major label that has it correct is JYP Entertainment. Now, you might be shocked and be like, come on now, like, how you figure? Their artists are selling consistency and consistently at a rate that allows them to be able to move the organization into a whole new facility and create a K Entertainment amusement facility, if you will. Their fiscal information for the reporting that's been recently released, they're doing well. No one's really talking about it. If anything, they're like me and they're talking about the fact that JYP is getting ready to have a concert, and it's like, somebody gotta love it. So, more power to him. Take all of that to the bank and continue to live your best life. Um, is he still like low key running a Christian YouTube channel? And it's like extremism Christianity on mild. It's not quite light, but it certainly isn't severity. I do believe in God, but I also believe in the fact that if you can't judge and question acts of what it is that you believe, then you're just blindly following something. So I do wonder if he is a born again Christian and if he's just on fire, and it just seems awkward to all of us because we see him do dance moves and sing songs and whatnot, or if it just actually is a little weird. Matters not. There's somebody watching me right now talking about I'm weird. Be that as it may. Um, I just don't know what to do about NewJeans. It's so unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. You should have the opportunity to explore your artistic expressions in a way that is not harmful to the consumers or the performers, and it's just not that. You want to know what's not that as well? The fact that there's a reality show getting ready to kick off with a whole bunch of young ladies who are under the age of 15 who want to be idols. Okay, here's the thing. I am in agreement that children should be able to explore their artistic expressions. I do not agree that it's in every single environment. What was I doing when I was 13, 14, 15? I was in performing arts. I was in theater and things of that sort. I was not wearing risque attire. And I got a lot of issues with risque attire because attire is subjective, but sexual exploitation is not. And like even they did that with the girls of Baby Monster and whatnot, but I'm not about to divert over there. I can expound on that later, but I just want to let y'all know what's on my mind right now, before I walk the dogs. You want to partially blame the parents, but the parents are trying to do something to allow their children to be a little bit different in a place that quite often doesn't allow a lot of difference. That's a very subjective statement. I am aware of that. But it just seems wrong. You should have autonomy over yourself. You should be at least 19, at least legal adult age over there, and you can do all that you can to keep children from working too much and follow that law, but you can't keep disgusting, prying eyes off of your child at a time where they are emotionally formative, far greater than any other time of their life, and the judgment of the nation calling in to vote for a kid to be made into an artist just seems like extremely unnecessary pressure. It just does. It's already enough fucking pressure as it is. Don't do that to them little girls or any young men. The queer scene over there seems to be making its voice more heard. That's exciting. My favorite drag queen took home some more awards at a recent ball, so it's up. It's just a wild time across the globe. Jumping from K-pop and just South Korea as a whole. Are y'all watching Solo Leveling? Did you see the most recent episode of the Jeju Island arc? I'm waiting for Alex to do his English dubs. I've watched it in Korean. I've watched it in Japanese. I'm so ready for him to grunt, yell, scream his ass off. That young man is bankable. He is grabbing all the checks. The theme of this conversation this evening is bankability. Run them coins. I feel like everyone just deserves their coins if hard worked for and not nepotently provided.